Biscuits Boarding and Training Facility. And this is Zenia. Very, 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 very strong and strong-willed as well. So she's been really tough to train, but she's smart, but she's so strong and so strong-willed. It's in her breeding, it has to be. That she's been a tough one, but she's done really well. Sit. We're going to basically go through about 4 or 5 different exercises here. The heel on leash, the sit stay, the down stay, and the recall. For all these exercises, I've just got a 5 or 6 foot leash. It's not, this one's like 4 or 5 feet, but usually 5 or 6 foot leash is all you need. Nothing longer. Hey, come on. Sit. Sit. Good girl. And a prong collar. Definitely has to have a prong collar. I think you said you have one, because she'll pull you like a freight train. Sit. If you have just a regular collar. So when we return, we'll come back to the heel on leash. Good girl. Okay, through all these exercises, the dog will be at your left side. Okay, through all the exercises, dog at your left side. Start out with a hand signal to sit. Just pull your hand up to your chest like that. She'll be sitting at your left side. When you take your first step, ask her to heel. I use her name and tell her to heel. And as you walk, she should be right along beside you. Do not keep the leash tight. Leave it loose. As it becomes tight when you're walking, just a pull and release. And that's the hardest thing to remember for people. Do not keep it tight. A lot of people grab it way down here and keep it tight. That's only teaching the dog to pull from you. So keep it loose like that. When you stop walking, she should automatically sit. If she doesn't, I'm going to make her sit. Let's see how she does. Sit. Zenia, heel. Good girl. Good girl. Zenia, heel. Good girl. Very good girl. Good girl. Sit. Exercise finished and praise your dog. Good girl. Okay, this is going to be Zenia's sit stay. Again, you at your left side, put your hand signal to sit. And the next hand signal is put your hand in her face, tell her to stay. As you walk, you might only stay. You might only get this far away, 1 or 2 steps at first. And then as you do it, every day when you do this, hopefully at home, every few days, maybe things are going good, you can take 3 or 4 steps back. Eventually you get back to the end of your leash, never let go of the leash, and you get back all the way to the end of the leash and just stand there for 3 or 4 seconds is all, okay? Then return. Don't let her get up until you get all the way returned to this position. Sit, stay, 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 stay. Exercise finished and praise your dog. Okay, this is going to be Zenia's recall. It's going to be basically like the sit stay. You're going to sit her at your left side, tell her to stay, walk out as far as you can. Like I say at first, it might only be a couple steps, maybe 1 or 2 steps. I'm going to go out to the end of the leash because she's doing pretty well with me. Turn and face her. The third hand signal is to bring your hand to your chest as you use her name and tell her to come. Call her like you want her to come, nice excited voice. It can be nice and high pitched so she wants to come to you. And she should come, as long as she comes to you, that's what we're trying to do. So later on, you can call her off leash and she'll come to you. That's why this exercise is done. But I like to have her come to me and sit. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Okay? See how she does. Sit. Stay. 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 Zenia, come. Exercise finish and praise your dog. Good girl. Okay, this is going to be Zenia's down stay. Again, the dog is to your left side. Always start out with her in a sit. Hand signal to sit. Just bring your hand up. Okay, you're going to turn and face her, and you're going to put your finger right to the ground and tell her to down. Okay, I'm going to grab the leash where it hooks to the collar a little bit here. I'm going to tell her twice. If she doesn't do it, I'm going to gently, as I tell her a 3rd time, pull her to the ground nice and easy. The last thing we want to do is sit there and say down, down, down a bunch of times, because every time you say it, she doesn't do it, she's breaking the command. So like a small child, say it 2 times so you know she's heard you, she understands you. If she didn't do it, then you make her do it. And then the hard thing is, tell her to stay as you walk your step or two away. She's going to try to get up with you at home the first couple times, I can almost assure you. So before you walk away from her, really reinforce a nice firm voice to stay. And only go one step away at first and tell her, reinforce the word stay the whole time you're standing there. And then return. Okay? Let's see how she does. Sit. She doesn't like flies. Okay? Down. Good girl. Sometimes she's a little crazy getting there, but she usually does pretty well. And I give her a belly rub to make her want to go next time and go down. And the hard thing, like I say, is when you walk away, really reinforce the word stay, or she's going to get up and try to follow you. Stay. 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 Exercise finished, and praise your dog. Good girl. Okay, for conclusion, like I said earlier, she's very smart. She's not stupid at all, but she's so strong-willed. When she gets something in her mind to do it, and she's so strong and rugged, she's probably one of the ruggedest dogs at this weight and height that I've seen. I mean, she's just extremely strong. And probably at home she's gotten away with pulling somebody, because she will try thinking she's going to pull you down the road. And a lot of people, she could do it. So that's why it's very important when you train her, put this training collar on her, the prong collar, and use it. But only keep the training collar on when you're training her. That's it. When she's home playing or in the house, she can outside, she can jump up on a fence or a tree and get it hung up, and it's a type of choker, so she can strangle herself if she does that. So this collar is only used for training, and that's it. Going in and out of doorways, I'll put her in a sit like this, tell her to stay. I open the door and take a step or two through it, then like a recall, sit, sit. Like a recall, after I go through the door, I call her and she comes. I do that going in and out of the kennel every day, so she's pretty familiar with that. I think with a lot of practice at home, doing exactly what we've done here, she'll get better and better with you. But if you don't, I think she could be, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but she could be a real hard one to handle because she's not even full grown yet. She's going to get bigger. So with her personality and attitude, she could really be a very strong and hard dog to handle if she's not dealt with now. So I think it's good that you brought her here, but it's equally as good if you must continue this training at home. Thank you very much. Good girl, Zenia.